from what you talk about now. I mean, the examples that can be given about what the case may be.
Yeah.
However, it would appear as though people are having totally different conversations. As though folks existed in a different stratosphere. Why would that be? That I can see very clearly that there's a problem here.
Yeah.
I mean, we've not even started to scratch the surface when we look at education and the things that are going on.
Yeah.
It shocked me because I knew that it was bad, but I didn't realize how bad it was until I saw the numbers about capitation that even gets to schools. We're doing maybe 50%. We're doing at the most in the last 5 years, 75%.
And your president just promised that now you'll have free university education.
And how is that going to happen?
You cannot give free secondary education.
So how can these two competing conversations be taking place in the same country?
Yeah.
And if you say, if you mention it, you're told that, well, then, you're an enemy of
but you see,
progress.
I have to say this with respect. The Baraza Limited, the Standard Media Group, and its affiliate news outlets are carrying an inordinate burden. You remain the only genuine, independent, and significantly large media house in the country. And you have been very important in exposing some of the mendacity of those in government. It's very, very important. Like I said, it becomes even a more inordinate burden because you don't have the benefit of a vibrant civil society to backstop the work you do. But then some of us are pushing to the extent that we are able to influence, to mainstream this conversation. We must get rid of Ruto. It's critical, a minimum necessity for this country to be revived, but it's not sufficient. So now we have to dig into the content for what will be the next government. There's a major debate going on. I remember I have sat with some of the principals from the opposition who are discussing policy. There's some people like Martha Karua, who very strongly believe that whatever it takes, this country can afford to immediately say, we must have free primary and secondary education at all costs. While we deal with the other stages, and others who are saying more gradually, let us first of all build a financial base that can sustain that at a quality level before we make it as a public. So there's that conversation. But what I would like to see is increasingly the anti-Ruto forces being subject to this conversation by the media, by society. Let us take positions and commit ourselves. What will we do to the thieves who are thrived because of stealing from us?
What should be done? I'm sorry, you have to jump in there and say,
if I had my way, I would reinvent the gallo.
Oh, come on.
I've been listening to President Ruto saying on the way to Singapore. If Ruto was in Singapore, he will be in jail for life. Singapore got where it was because major thieves in high office were sent to jail. So when I listen to thieves saying they want to take us to Singapore, I think they're taking themselves to the gallo, if it worked. You cannot have such abuse of office, such massive stealing from the taxpayer, and then you tell the same taxpayers you want to take them to Singapore. That is a major contradiction. I believe strongly that unless this country punishes criminals who steal from the public, criminal theft from the public will never come to an end. So we must reach a point where we say, the Rubicon, we're crossing the Rubicon. Past and present thieves have to pay for what they've done. Botswana is getting ahead of us because it punishes criminality. All these things about saying forgive the past is what has led us to where we are. This country must say, Ruto, this must come back to the taxpayer. All these experimentations that have ripped us off with all his partners in all the gurus that you start a housing program because you're a supplier of materials. So it doesn't matter. You can belittle people who say it is stupid to go into a village and build a 16-story house. I've been to Funyula. I've seen in Trazoya. To just say affordable houses, construction of high-rise buildings, and you go and put in one village, and the population who could occupy that live about 20 kilometers away in another village where they grow their cassava and millet. You think they will be walking to this high-rise to sleep because affordable housing, and in the morning they walk 10 kilometers
to the farm.
to go to their farms? It's a statement about your naivety, not about the naivety of the population. But that's for another day. I think fundamentally, reason must return to the creation of public policy. Here, whims have been driving. Our president listens to a few people and he gets up and he becomes like a professor in the things they have said. And you get people like David and D confusing Ruto totally. And because they are called doctors, he believes they know what they're talking about. And he repeats, he mouths